exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars here on NBA 2K22. We start our second season in this video, and boys, did we make some changes in the offseason. Last episode was a wild one. We drafted some amazing young talented rookies. We signed an outstanding free agency class, and I think we are ready to compete for a spot in maybe even the Western, or not the Western, we're in the East, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe we can even go to the conference finals this year. I mean, we made the playoffs as the 4 seed, I'm pretty sure, and then got beat in 5 games against the Sixers, or maybe 6 games against the Sixers. It was either 5 or 6. And with all that experience, I think that this year we got better, adding Zach LaVine to the team, also adding Colin Sexton to the team. I think we got better, and I think we can develop our young guys that we still have, Trey Fuller, Ashton Riley. We still have Christian Fromm. We still have Jamie Washington Jr. They're all still here. Darius Evans is still here. So I think if we can develop those guys and kind of rely on Zach LaVine to maybe score a lot of buckets, Jamar Weaver along with him, then I could see ourselves as maybe a top 4 seed again, but this time, instead of losing the first round, maybe we go further. Maybe we go to the second round this season. Maybe we go to the third round, the conference finals. Maybe we end up in the finals. Who knows what's going to happen? It's all to be found out after this episode, because this is the start of season number 2. I hope you guys are excited. I also have to show you guys what I did with the arena and what I did with the jerseys. We have new jerseys. We have new sponsorship on the court floor of the arena. So we got to see all that. We're playing our home game, first game of the season in this episode against the Lakers. So you'll see the court in the game. And yeah, let's get straight into it. I hope you guys are excited for season number 2 of the Cougars here in the NBA. Smash that like button if you go on to enjoy. Hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get right into it. So here we are at the start of the second season. I haven't simulated it all, so we are going to simulate to the first game of the season against the LA Lakers. I think they still have LeBron, they still have Anthony Davis, so it's still pretty much the same team. I'm not 100% sure. The Lakers don't usually make a lot of moves in these simulations, so I think it's pretty much the same team. But we are not the same team. I mentioned Colin Sexton in the opening. We still have Ashton Riley as the starting shooting guard. We have Jamar, and you can get a sneak peek of the new jerseys, by the way. These are the away jerseys, I'm pretty sure. So we have Ashton Riley still Jamar Weaver, Jamie Washington Jr., and Trey Fuller as the starting 5. Then off the bench, the greatest 6-man in all of basketball, Zach LaVine. Now, Zach LaVine might end up starting when we simulate through some of the months, some of the games, only because if somebody gets injured, I'm going to have to go in and manually change that so that the CPU doesn't just automatically put Zach LaVine ahead of Ashton Riley because he's a higher overall. We have Christian Fromm still, Darius Evans is here, Nikita Kursov is still here, and Andre Drummond is here. We're going to run in a 12-man rotation because we do have young rookies, Jaden Ivey and Mookie Whitehead. So I'm excited about the future of these guys. I think they can possibly develop. Maybe Mookie can be our new starting point guard. I mean, he's 78 overall already. He's a 6'8", 215 point guard from Duke. So he's going to be pretty studly. And then Jaden Ivey is also a 6'4", 210 shooting guard from Purdue. So these two guys are going to be beasts. I'm excited about them. Andre Drummond is going to get some minutes as a backup center. I'm excited about the depth of this team. I'm excited about the starters on this team because I want to see Weaver develop. I want to see Riley develop. I want to see Trey Fuller develop. Those are the 3 main guys that I want to see take a big jump throughout this season and then into the offseason and then into next season. So I want to see those three guys take a big jump. Those are the three, those are the big three of this team, I would say. So I want them to develop. And you got a little bit of a sneak peek of the jerseys. We are sponsored this year, not by Amazon, but by YouTube. YouTube has paid up the big bucks to Mr. Juice, and they are now sponsoring the jerseys for both the home and the aways and the alternates. We didn't really use the alternates last year. We'll definitely use the alternates this year at some point. I don't know what game. Maybe next episode we'll use the alternates. They're pretty cool. I mean, they're just like a tan version of the jerseys. But if you guys want to see the jerseys in full, I guess we can go do that right now. Team Relocation, design the uniforms. This is what the home jersey looks like. It is a very gradient version of the jerseys now. It goes from white and then it starts to go into a blue towards the end. And this is what the back of the jersey looks like. Now, these jerseys are not set in stone, just like the other jerseys were. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should do to change the jerseys, I'm totally up to changing them. I like to keep things fresh. We don't have to keep these jerseys throughout the entire season. We do have to keep them throughout the entire season, but not the entire series is what I wanted to say. So that's the home jersey. The away jersey is similar. It's just the reverse color pattern for it. And then we got the YouTube logo as the sponsorship. We got the Cougars logo on the back with the name and the number. And then the alternate jersey is this. It's an all tan combination with the big letters across the chest and then the number on the side there with the logo on the shorts. I like this one. It's I think it's pretty cool. So that's what the jerseys are looking like. Home, away, and alternate. I'm excited about those, and you'll see I guess I could show you the arena right now in case when we jump into the game they don't show the court floor very well. I'll get you a nice little overview of what the court looks like now. We got a new sponsorship. Coca-Cola no longer sponsors the home arena. It's no longer called the Coca-Cola Arena. It is now called, if I can get to it, it is now called, we'll go to the actual arena first. It is now called the YouTube Center. Yeah. Because not only did YouTube want to have sponsorship on the jerseys, they also wanted to be the principal owner of the arena, or the namesake of the arena. So now we play in the YouTube Center. 21,000 capacity? Yeah, 21,000 capacity. And you can see the floor right here. It is now sponsored by Elon Musk and Tesla. It says the Tesla Arena. It's kind of like YouTube/Tesla because Elon Musk, he partnered with the big boys at YouTube, the big brass, and they came to an agreement where YouTube gets the name on the actual building, but Tesla gets the name on the court. So it's kind of like a half and half shared deal. Elon Musk was like, I want to be a part of the Cougars dynasty, but I also want to be a part of this YouTube trust thing they got going on. So it's a little bit of a joint ownership of the arena and stuff. So Tesla gets the floor and YouTube gets the marquee on the building. So that's what we've got going on in the arena. Mr. Juice is just swimming Scrooge McDuck style in his big pool of money, and it's time to actually get some wins on a basketball court. We've got game 1 against the Los Angeles Lakers. The first time we get to show up and show out here is against the Lakers. They have Russell Westbrook, DiVincenzo, LeBron James, Al Horford, and Anthony Davis. So they haven't changed their top 3, but they have changed DiVincenzo and Al Horford. So this team is probably a little bit worse than they were last year, I would say. Al Horford's still a really good player, but we win in almost every category except for small forward and center. Hopefully one day Weaver and Fuller can become 90+ overalls. That would be really awesome. But we're going to rock the away jerseys. Actually, no, we're going to rock the home jerseys. These are the home jerseys. We're going to rock the home jerseys for game 1 against the Lakers. I hope you guys are excited. We got to go against LeBron, so that's not going to be very easy at all. Smash that like button if you do go and enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Let's go play game 1 against the Lakers.
And these teams both look to operate in the post more than most, Grant. Why is that becoming rarer these days, you think?
Well, with modern zone defenses, it's easier to help and catch the ball.
We win the tip, and the game is underway. The court looks clean. It looks nice. Sexton with the ball gives to Jamar Weaver. We didn't really play a lot of home games last year. I felt like we kind of lacked the arena. are kind of like disregarded with the arena last season. So I feel like we're going to play a couple more home games here because I do like the way the court looks. The floor looks good. The sides look good. It just looks like a clean arena. But no one has scored so far in the first 2 minutes of the game, and it's going to stay that way unless Fuller saves us there. Back to Sexton. This is not a good matchup. Weaver open for three, and Jamar Weaver will green bean the first bucket of the season. All right, that's the way to start this season off with a three. Fuller guarding Anthony Davis. Ashton Riley and Dante DiVincenzo. Down low to Davis. Is he going to try and post up on Trey Fuller? He is. And Fuller with the good defense and the rebound. That's 2 rebounds already for Fuller. Ashton Riley. He's a sniper. AR-15 is what we call him. Jamie Washington Jr. backing down Al Horford. LeBron will not save the ball. I thought LeBron was going to save that ball from going out of bounds. We know Jamie Washington Jr. kind of had a little bit of a coming out party in the playoffs against the Sixers. He really played well in that series. Fuller gives it to Weaver. Weaver guarded by LeBron. What a matchup that is. No chance for Weaver to get that. Colin Sexton trying to get around Russell Westbrook. Sexton puts it up, and Sexton gets it in. Great job, Colin. Russell Westbrook takes the ball up the court. LeBron gets it. This is a tough matchup for Jamar Weaver going up against LeBron. That's going to be Fuller, but I thought Fuller was going to steal that, but he ended up just knocking it out of bounds. Washington will cover Al Horford, who inbounds it. Where are they going to toss it to? They toss it to... Oh! Washington almost got the steal there. And Al Horford gets the jumper. No good. Fuller with the rebound. And now we get it up the court. It's Ashton Riley. Step back. Don't take that. That's a bad shot. Fuller to Sexton. Back to Fuller. Fuller backing down Anthony Davis. And Trey Fuller puts it up against the odds there. I didn't think he was going to put that up. And we're up 7-0 on this Lakers squad. If we can control LeBron James, then we should be good to go. Oh, I thought I blocked that and stole it. Screen from Anthony Davis. Oh, I had the block on Anthony Davis, but I was a little bit late. That was a good assist. Colin Sexton. There's Riley. Fuller's open, but he's not anymore. Sexton. Back to Fuller. Back to Sexton. And Colin Sexton drives to the basket, gets it in. Colin Sexton, 2 points. All right. I didn't think he was going to make that. I will take that. 9-2 to start this game. We will get Andre Drummond in the game now. LeBron alley-oop to Anthony Davis. There was no way I was going to stop that, but now they're down a man. Davis is not back. He's not recovered. Trey Fuller. They're going to count that as a steal, but I think that might have been a block. I don't know. That was a weird situation that happened. So we can't capitalize. Oh, LeBron getting some nasty dribble moves going. I don't know how he didn't make that. He should have made that. We got lucky on that one. Riley gives to Jamie Washington. He can't back down Horford. There's a 3-ball, and Riley will miss it. His first 3 of the season. Uh-oh. Not good. Ooh, James misses. Weaver with the rebound. Now we go in transition. It's Sexton. It's Washington Jr. Put it up, Washington. No, Jamie couldn't get it. We just don't have that, like, powerful big man to go against. I mean, Washington Jr. can't back down anybody, and Fuller can't back down Davis. Maybe when Fuller develops a little bit, he can start to do that. I thought Fuller was going to get the steal there, but he missed it. And it's a 3-point game. Somehow we've fallen. I don't know what's going on. LeBron guarding Weaver is just a tough sight to see. And there's a green bean for Ashton Riley. All right. That's what you want to see. 6-12. And that's a timeout by the Lakers. Ashton Riley with his first 3 of the year. Colin Sexton's played pretty well so far the first couple minutes. They take out a lot of guys except for Anthony Davis. It's an all-new starting lineup except for Davis. Horton Tucker gives to Davis. Back to Horton Tucker. He gives to Reeves. Austin Reeves. Where's he going with it? Down low, it's Sekou Doumbouya. That's stolen. It's Christian Fromm driving to the basket. Christian Fromm, no good. He gets his own rebound. It's Drummond. Drummond's got a big mismatch here. Back him down and put it up, Andre. Blocked by Anthony Davis. There was a huge mismatch there. Christian Fromm with the foul. And Horton Tucker will shoot too. Well, that didn't go well. Zach LaVine will come in. Horton Tucker makes both the free throws. We get the best six-man in the league off the bench here. Hopefully he can win six-man of the year. That'd be awesome. And Zach LaVine gonna make his presence felt with a layup on his first touch as a Chicago Cougar. So he doesn't really move that. He moves to another part of Chicago. Instead of playing for the Bulls, he's playing for the Cougars. Jones with the ball. I don't know if this is Mason Jones. I'm not sure who this is. He gets a screen from Anthony Davis, though, and Jones missed. That was the weirdest shot I've ever seen. But he missed it. Sexton to the basket. Colin Sexton! He was going for a dunk, but he just laid it up anyway. Maybe because Anthony Davis affected it. I don't know. But Colin Sexton, I love that. Uh-oh, Jones left me in the dust. That's down low to Davis. Uh-oh, Jones is open, and Jones lays it in. I think Colin Sexton got stuck by me. There's Sexton. That's LaVine. Zach trying to work it. Over to Otto Porter. Otto Porter drives in. No good. Rebound Drummond. Back to Porter. To LaVine. In the face of Austin Reeves. No good. I thought I could try it. It might have worked. Ooh, Horton Tucker goes in. Rebound Christian Fromm. He got the hops on that one. That's Zach LaVine to the basket. No good. Rebound, get it up. Okay, I tried to get the rebound. This is going back and forth right now. Jones for three. And he gets a bank, I think. The bank might be open. Colin Sexton. This is going back and forth. We got to get back to our offense here. Christian Fromm to Sexton. Back to Porter. Porter. Anthony Davis has played this entire quarter so far. Zach LaVine goes around the world. And I missed the release on it. That's unfortunate. Well, that's not who I wanted to have at center. Ah, crap. I wanted to have John Barnes at center. I couldn't find him on the thing. Well, that's not a good way to start the first quarter. Or to end the first quarter. All right, let me get the right center situation out here. I guess I can't put in John Barnes unless I do it through the game plan menu. Can I put John Barnes in here? Oh, I think John Barnes is playing on the reserves. I think that's why I can't put him in. I forgot about that. All right, so we're going to have to figure out a way to have some center minutes because Drummond, he gets tired very quickly. And we need Trey Fuller to be more healthy. So we're going to have to figure out a backup center spot. All right, I may have to switch out somebody for John Barnes because I really need to have another center. I mean, Jamar Weaver can play center, but I don't really want him to. So we're going to keep Andre Drummond in the game, or we're going to put Andre Drummond back in the game. Westbrook. Wow, okay. Russell Westbrook just went after Jamar Weaver and put it in. The starters are back in. We've still got our bench in. I didn't mean to do a dribble move there. Zach LaVine trying to get by DiVincenzo. Back to Fromm. Fromm guarded by LeBron. Zach. Darius Evans. They're playing good defense here. Darius Evans. Ooh. That could have been pretty cool. Russell Westbrook to Doumbouya. Back to LeBron. And LeBron's going to back down Otto Porter. He doesn't have a shot at it. He probably could have done something, but he didn't choose to. Westbrook gives to DiVincenzo. And he's going to take a bad shot. No good. LaVine with the rebound. LaVine gives to Porter. Down low to Weaver and Jamar Weaver. Playing some center minutes. Just got past Sekou Doumbouya. That was awesome. You love to see that. There's Westbrook. And that's an alley-oop, but Weaver with the block. Porter gets it. And Jamar Weaver gonna take it to the rack, blocked by LeBron. That's that chase down block made it infamous by LeBron James there. There's Fromm, he gets the ball. Nikita Kursov to Otto Porter. Porter put it up, and Otto Porter, good job. I'll take those buckets all day. I will take those buckets all day. LeBron. He gives it to Horford. Down low, it's DiVincenzo, blocked by Kursov. All right, Nikita. And there's Darius Evans for three. And he got it, Darius Evans. The catch and shoot. 23-15. LeBron gives it to Dembuya. He gives it to DiVincenzo. Uh-oh. Blocked by Drummond. But LeBron gets it, and LeBron sinks it, yeah. Everybody like kind of converged onto the ball, and then when it got rebounded and given to LeBron, nobody was there. Evans to Fromm. Porter. Otto Porter, put it up. Yes, Otto Porter, baby. You love to see it. You love to see it. LeBron, uh-oh. Uh-oh, oh, it's stolen, swiper no swiping, Andre Drummond. I didn't think he had it in him, but he does. There's Otto Porter, fouled by LeBron. That's his first foul of the day. Let's bring in Jamar Weaver back to the game. Probably should bring in, I was gonna say bring in Ashton Riley, but Kursov's still pretty fresh. Christian Fromm gets by LeBron. Christian Fromm, all right. Christian from State Fromm. I'll take that all day. Westbrook. Oh, timeout called by the Lakers. 27-18 is the score in the second quarter. Al Horford. He will inbound it to Horton Tucker, and he will drive to the basket. Good defense from Washington Jr., and we will get the ball. Jamar Weaver's open in the corner, not anymore, but he will drive to the basket and slam it home. Jamar Weaver with 7. Gets by LeBron James. 29-18. We're starting to pile in this lead up. Uh-oh. LeBron James! It was going to go in anyway. He tries to give it right back to Weaver. This time Weaver blocked it, or at least affected it enough to where he couldn't dunk it. But it was going to go in anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much about the goaltending. Washington Jr. Jamie. No good. Can't get the rebound over LeBron. Horton Tucker. Has to pick up his dribble. Gives it to Davis. To Westbrook. Back to Davis. Anthony. Drummond with a great defense. He got his own rebound. Nikita Kursov has been the MVP the last 2 episodes. Oh, I tried to get it over the head of Anthony Davis, but I couldn't do it. DiVincenzo's open for 3. Got to get it back to him. He's going to take it. The mid-range, no good. Weaver with the rebound. Now we're in transition on the fast break. Weaver gets by. There's Evans. Darius, stolen by Westbrook. It's back and forth here in Chicago. Horton Tucker picks up his dribble. Back to Westbrook, to LeBron. LeBron guarded by Drummond. I don't like this matchup. We switch off, and now it's to DiVincenzo, to Anthony Davis, back to LeBron. Shot clock going down. Alley-oop! And it worked. It wasn't a very clean alley-oop, but it worked. Darius. Drives to the basket, snatched by Anthony Davis, but DiVincenzo got the foul before. So Evans will shoot 2, and he will make the first. And he will make the second as well. 5 points for Evans. Let's get Mookie in the game. LeBron, down low to Davis. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? You got Trey Fuller on you now. I don't think so. You got Trey Fuller on you, baby. Weaver gives to Evans. I wanted to shoot that, but I wasn't sure. Oh, mismatch city. Mismatch city. Jamar Weaver with the green bean, 9 points for him. Let's go. Jones with the ball for the Laker possession. Screen from Anthony Davis. Back, now it's to Anthony Davis. He gives it to Reeves. Austin Reeves got nothing on him. Screen from Davis is coming. There it is. The switch off. He's got no shot at it. Blocked by Trey Fuller. There was no way he was getting that bucket up. Fuller was always going to block that. He was always going to block that. Actually, let's put Jaden Ivey in at small forward. That's going to go to stolen by Mookie. And we got Zach LaVine open for 3. Zach LaVine! 5 points. And that's a 36-22 lead. Mookie Whitehead makes his debut. 6'8" point guard. Horton Tucker gives to Jones, guarded by Mookie. Down low, it's Anthony Davis. He's going to put it up, and he doesn't have enough of it. Weaver with the rebound. Get that up the court. It's Mookie. Mookie drives. And Mookie with his first NBA points. Mookie Whitehead, baby. I'm excited for the future of Mookie, that's for sure. Can't wait to see what he does. Horton Tucker. Can't let him get around you. He takes the jumper. Weaver with the rebound. He gives it to Mookie. Mookie Whitehead. Driving. Mookie! And he dunks it and one! Anthony Davis. Mookie Whitehead, baby. All right. Driving through contact to nail that dunk, and he gets the N1. He's got 5 already. He's got 5 already. Jones. Where's he going? Where's Jones going? Nowhere. That's where he's going. He gives to Austin Reeves. Jones has got it, trying to pickpocket it. Screen. Jones to Davis. He's going to have to take it. There it is. No good. Fuller with the rebound, and that's how the half ends. 41-22, Cougars lead, and I'm excited about the future of this organization. Start of the third quarter in Chicago. DiVincenzo gives it to Westbrook, and Westbrook got a screen. Russell Westbrook! I should have let... Oh, it was Trey Fuller who blocked it. I was going to say I should have let Trey Fuller just have it by himself because he probably would have blocked him, but it looks like he fouled him. I thought I did it with Mookie. But Russell Westbrook shooting 2, and he will make both of them. Fuller inbounds to Mookie, and we get to see Mookie for the first official, like, offensive play because he's kind of just been, like, in fast break opportunities so far. Jaden Ivey. Oh, I got LeBron jumping. Jaden. Oh, I had Mookie. But Westbrook will reach in and foul me. Ivey will inbound it to Trey Fuller. Fuller will pick it up. Ivey wide open. Jaden Ivey. You got to make the wide open ones, Jaden. I know you're a rookie, and that was your first ever shot in the NBA, but you got to make it. DiVincenzo, I didn't think. Why is Otto Porter on the ground? What's going on there? Should that be an off-ball foul or something? Mookie. Porter. Otto Porter can't get it, and he can't get the rebound. I think Horford may have blocked that. I'm not sure. All right, we're not starting this quarter out very hot. Davis gives to Westbrook. Down low. That is an easy bucket. Wow. Okay, that's not what I wanted. We are sucking here so far. There's Fuller. Can he back down Al Horford? He got to back down Al Horford. Trey Fuller can't get it. Got his own rebound. Otto Porter. Boom. Not a 3, but still a decent green bean. I'll take it. I will take it. And now Westbrook with the ball. He gives to LeBron. Jaden Ivey's got a tough matchup here against LeBron. Westbrook doesn't shoot the 3, but he shoots the jumper, the mid-range, and he gets it. I was really banking on him missing that. They don't call him Russell Westbrook for nothing. Oh, that's Fuller, but it's stolen by Anthony Davis. That could have been an easy 2 points. Down low to Horford, back to Russell. Russell drives in. No good. Rebound Porter. Give that to Mookie. Let Mookie run the offense here. I know he's a rookie, but let him run the offense here. Let's get that bounce pass to Ivy. Can I get LeBron jumping again like I did? No. Mookie. Mookie, is he lefty? I don't know if he's a lefty or not. Fuller with the rebound. Put it up, Fuller. Boom, Trey Fuller. Timeout Lakers. 15-point game, third quarter. All right. The boys are playing all right. A shaky start to the second half, but we're playing enough good minutes so far. Mookie's been playing all right. I really want Mookie to develop so he can take over as the point guard. Davis. Oh, he's going to take a post fade. No good. Drummond with the rebound. Gives to Mookie. Over to Jaden. Stolen by LeBron. That's not what I envisioned. Anthony Davis. Drummond playing decent defense there. Good job, Andre Drummond. 5 rebounds. That's why we brought Drummond in. Just basically to get rebounds. You don't need to score. Just get rebounds. That's a bad pass. I shouldn't have passed that. That's on me. That's DiVincenzo. Davis. Blocked by Drummond. Almost blocked by Drummond again. And Davis this time puts it in. Come on, defense. We got to play a little bit better than that. Drummond. To Porter. To Levine. Zach Levine. Oh, I really needed that to go in. And that's a foul, yep. I knew that was going to be called a foul. All right, we'll get Ashton Riley back in here. We'll get Colin Sexton back in here. And we'll get Jamie Washington Jr. in soon. The inbound is to Westbrook. I've been really impressed at how Mookie's been playing, at least on offense. Defense is a little bit to be desired. Uh-oh, like that. But he came back and got the block, so I can't be too mad. And now it's Zach Levine. Down low, it's stolen by Sekou. Man, we got a lot of turnovers. We've thrown the ball away a lot. Westbrook. That's straight up defense from Mookie right there. Can't get better than that. That's Zach Levine. I wanted to shoot it, but I wasn't too sure. Zach. Put it up, Zach. Oh, that was a tough shot. That was a very tough shot. Uh-oh, that's LeBron for 3. No good. LeBron missed it. Porter with the rebound. Mookie. Put it in, Mookie. Mookie. Put it in. It's not that difficult to put it in. There's a reach in for Mookie, and that's his first. But that gets some fresh guys in here. We get Colin Sexton and Ashton Riley in, who haven't been in since the first quarter. Jones. He will give it to Horton Tucker, who got by my defense and slams it home. Taylor Horton Tucker, baby. THT. Ashton Riley to Sexton. Sexton played good in the first quarter, and he tries to make it another bucket there, but can't get it. That was a tough shot. Drummond with the steal just bounced off his body. There's Jamie. Jaden Ivey. Nope, blocked by Sekou, and that's going to be out of bounds, our ball. Man, we're getting blocked a lot. We're getting bad shot attempts. We need to figure this out. Laker defense is going crazy. Ashton Riley, money. All right. Ashton was our best player for the majority of the season last year in terms of overall. Screen from Sekou. Jones picks up his dribble. He will give it to Reeves. And Austin Reeves. Uh-oh. He got by me. Good defense from Riley, though. Great defense there. That's Andre Drummond. He's got a stolen ball. I tried to pass that away, but didn't work. Jones. Reeves back to Jones. Horton Tucker. Ooh, Taylor, where are you going? He gives it to Sekou. Jones for 3. No good. Drummond with the rebound. Colin Sexton getting around him, and Colin Sexton slams it home. 8 points, 3 assists for Colin Sexton. I've been very impressed with him. Jones gives to Horton Tucker. Ooh, almost lost him there for a second. Horton Tucker, fouled by Jaden Ivey, and he will shoot 2. Lakers play the Sonics. Okay, that's interesting. Klay Thompson's still there. Under a minute to go. I didn't realize the third quarter is about to end. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Horton Tucker shooting his third and fourth free throw of the night and makes both of them. Drummond inbounds it to Sexton. Come on, Colin. Oh, he left him in the dust, but I couldn't get by him. Broke his ankles. Christian Fromm. Colin Sexton for three. Boom! Colin Sexton, man. He has been impressive in this game. I have been very impressed with the way Colin Sexton has been playing. Both with the scoring and with passing. He's been very impressive. Al Horford tired. Gonna try and back down on Andre Drummond. Takes the shot. He made it. Honestly, I didn't block it because I didn't think he'd make it. I saw that he was tired. He needed the Gatorade, so I didn't even try. I thought he would just miss it. But he didn't. He made it. Good on Al Horford there. There's Ashton Riley. Oh, he's playing a little bit too tight. I want to shoot that three. Colin. He got it up. No good. 52-38, end of the third quarter. We've been playing up and down, I'd say. It's been a weird game. I've been mostly impressed, though. Start of the final quarter on opening night here in Chicago. Christian Fromm has it. He gives it to Sexton. Sexton going to the basket. Colin Sexton gets it up over Anthony Davis, but it's a miss anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The starters are back in. Horton Tucker. He will pick up his dribble and give it to LeBron, guarded by Jamie Washington, and Jamie Washington will get absolutely cooked by LeBron James. Mainly me getting absolutely cooked by LeBron James, but we've held him to 7 points tonight, so that's pretty good. Ashton Riley from Sexton. Colin, back to Jamie. Jamie picks up the shot and picks up the pass and gets a nice shot. That's two for Jamie. He has not been the offensive monster that he was in the playoffs, but he's been all right on defense, I guess. I say that, and he gets put up against LeBron, and he blocked it. All right. Jamie with the block. LeBron gets the ball back, but it was out of bounds. And now we will inbound it, and we're up 14 on this Lakers squad. Christian Fromm. He's got Ashton Riley, and that's a green bean. Ashton Riley, one of the best three-point shooters in the entire NBA. LeBron gives to DiVincenzo to Anthony Davis. Oh, Anthony. I jumped way too early. That one's on me. I probably would have stopped him if I didn't do that. Good job for Anthony. And that's going to be Riley. And that's another green bean in the face of DiVincenzo. Ashton Riley. Maybe we could see him in the three-point contest this season. Who knows? Davis. What's he got? Anthony. Anthony, where are you going? He's going to the basket. He pump faked me out of my shoes. Anthony Davis. I just got pump faked out of my shoes. Oh, Christian Fromm with a great crossover, and he slams it home. Christian from State Fromm. The crossover was disgusting. All right, we'll get Porter in the game now. We'll probably bring in Jamar Weaver here in a couple of minutes, or a couple seconds, I should say. That was a tough shot. Rebound from. There's Riley. Over the cross court to Jamie Washington Jr. Picks up his dribble, gives to Sexton. Colin Sexton to Riley. In his face again. Oh, in and out. That would have been disgusting if he would have made it. Drummond is tired. I realize that. Westbrook for three. No good. Oh, wow. There's no way that Russell Westbrook makes that. Absolutely no way. There's Washington Jr. He can't back down anybody. Ashton Riley, another three, and he holds it this time. He's starting to cook up here, or heat up, or cook. I don't know. He's starting to play good, is what Ashton Riley's doing right now. Good job for him. He's got 14, I think, is what that said. Horton Tucker will inbound to Westbrook in the corner. Back to Horton Tucker. He gives to Braun. Braun gives to Westbrook. Westbrook spin. Fouled by Evans. Shouldn't have been a foul, but whatever. Westbrook makes the first. And Westbrook makes the second. 65-49 is the score. I kind of want to just keep feeding it to Riley. He's been playing really well at the three-point line. That's Porter. That's Riley. That's another green bean. Ashton Riley starting to heat up. Ashton Riley. Is this his breakout season? I think it might be. Anthony Davis. He gives to Braun. I'm a little bit terrified. Otto Porter couldn't keep up with him. 9 points for LeBron, 9 for Jamar Weaver. Has our offense strictly become give it to Ashton Riley and see if he can make the three? I think it might have. There's Trey Fuller. That's another three. Ashton freaking Riley. Ashton Riley has been unreal from behind the arc, or beyond the arc, I should say. He has been unfreaking believable. Absolutely crazy. Look at this man. Off kilter, off balance. He's clapping, he's pointing. Can I get a point thumbnail? Oh, look at the boy. Look at that, that's awesome. All right. 71-51. Ashton Riley's been unbelievable in this fourth quarter. Oh, I thought DiVincenzo was going to take that shot. He doesn't. He takes that one, which is a much better shot. I just want to keep giving it to Riley just to see if he can green bean everything. Evans. Back to Riley. That's not even a three, but it's a shot that he makes. And then he greened it. 22 for Ashton Riley. AR-15 is unloading. Automatic. And there's a steal. Trey Fuller, swiper, no swiping. Oh, but Westbrook pokes that away. And now in transition, it's LeBron, but he shoots the jumper, and he missed the trap. LeBron missed that? Bron, you can't miss that. Oh, that's a miss. Yep, that was a heat check moment right there. That was a heat check. I'm keeping around Russell Westbrook just to make sure that he can miss that shot. Fuller with the rebound. Evans. I'm trying to figure out where to go. That's Ashton Riley again. That's a miss. Okay, maybe he's not as hot as I thought he was. Those shots are probably pretty bad, though, if we're being honest. Oh, what in the world just happened there? I think Darius Evans just flew up and blocked that. I'm pretty sure is what just went down there. Fuller fouled, and he'll shoot too. All right, Trey Fuller doesn't really go to the free throw line that much. He makes the first. And he makes the second. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for Trey Fuller. 75-53 is the score so far. Ooh, there's the screen. Horton Tucker. No, you're not getting by me. You're not getting an easy bucket. The crowd is unbelievably hyped right now as Trey Fuller just absolutely babies him. And there's a three from Riley. Okay, he's cooled down, I think. That was a bad release by me, but he's pretty much cooled down. Reeves. Oh, Fuller almost stole that. You're not getting that up. Nope, you're not blocked. Could we see a quadruple double? That'd be pretty crazy. Otto Porter goes in. Otto Porter, rebound Fuller. Put it up, Fuller. Nope, no good. I couldn't get the rebound either. 11 rebounds, though, for Fuller. That's going to be Austin Reeves. No good. Fromm with the rebound. We're going to end this game with a victory, but I'm going to let Ashton Riley shoot this three. I just got to wait. I got to wait. There it is. And he no-looked it. 25 for Ashton Riley. AR-15. Boom, 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 boom. Automatic from beyond the arc. 78-53. And the main man has heated up. What a great end of the game for Ashton Riley. I can't wait to see what the simulated stats give him. And he's the player of the game. He was heating up. Box score, he had 25. That's all he did was score, which is all we needed him to do. 11-6 for Sexton. He played really well in his debut. Jamar Weaver had 9, 4, 3, and 2. Fuller had 6, 11, 4, and 4 blocks. Maybe we could see a quadruple double. Probably not, but maybe. Otto Porter had 6. He played really well in his debut. Zach LaVine, 5. Evans had 5 and 3. Mookie had 5. Fromm had 4, 4, and 4. Jamie had 2 and 2. Kursov had 1 rebound. Drummond had 8 rebounds, which is all we really needed him to do. And then Ivy had an assist. I was really impressed with how this team played. I really was. The adjusted stats are 134 to 91 is what we officially win by. And Ashton Riley in the first game of the season drops 42 points. Sexton has 20 and 10, a double-double for him. We have 16, 7, and 5 from Jamar Weaver, 10 for Levine, 10 for Porter. Trey Fuller had 9, 19, 7, and 7. What a game from Trey. And Drummond ended up with 14 rebounds. So, pretty impressive game. 6, 7, and 7 from Christian Fromm. 8 points from Mookie. I'm happy with it. And I want to check something really quickly. I want to check our team history. I want to see, like, not that. I want to see, like, what of our records. So Ashton Riley has just given us the most points in an NBA game in our team's history with 42. It was previously Jamar Weaver with 36, but Ashton Riley dropped 42, and he did that with 15 field goals made in that game. And then he did that with this game was Ashton Riley's coming out party there. Free throws was Jamar Weaver, rebounds is Jamar Weaver, but I think that Trey Fuller and Andre Drummond might have something to say about that rebound total by Weaver. Assists is Jamar Weaver. Blocks is Trey Fuller, who just got 7 in this game that we just played. Steals is Jamie Washington Jr. Minutes is Riley. Turnovers is RJ Harden with 6. He's in New York now. So we're going to have to get somebody who has 7 so we can take over that spot. All right, those are what our team records look like so far. We don't have any retired jerseys because we're such a new franchise. We're only 1 year in. But that is a big victory to start the season. Now, what's the next game we're going to play? Probably sometime in January, I would guess, because we don't play on Christmas. Christmas is an off day. Probably sometime in January. And we probably will play on the road so you guys can see the road or the alternate jerseys. Is probably what we'll do. So let's see, an away game against Giannis might be pretty interesting, or maybe an away game against the Warriors. That could be pretty good. Let's simulate up to that December 29th game against the Warriors, because that could be pretty good. Steph Curry and all them boys. Leave the rotation as is. Oh, the boys starting out 3-0, 4-0. Oh, we've got ourselves a squad here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the boys. Only 1 loss through the first 3 weeks of the season. Now we're starting to lose a couple games. Colin Sexton has pulled his left calf muscle out for 6 to 8 weeks. That means Mookie will come off the bench and get more minutes. Good for Mookie. He gets some more minutes. Evans gets minutes as well. And John Barnes is on reserves, but he gets to play now, or at least gets on the bench. Evans will bump up his minutes. We'll bump up Trey Fuller. Zach LaVine can get some more minutes, and there we go. We move on to simulation. Let's see what we can do. We got another trade. I'm not going to accept it. We lose to the Heat. Now Jamie Washington Jr. gets injured with a fractured hand, so he will come out of the lineup. And he will be replaced by probably Otto Porter, I would have to say. Looks like Otto Porter gets to come off the bench and be a starter in this league. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're going to have to give some more minutes to Drummond, Kursov. All right, that's not what I wanted to see happen. We got 2 big injuries now, and that's probably going to result in a couple losses. I don't like that. Jamie Washington Jr. has fully healed, so we can go and bring him back in. That's good. Let's bring Jamie Washington Jr. back in. Switch him in. Otto Porter can get a couple of minutes back. We will take away some minutes from these guys, from Ashton or from Evans, and we'll give them back to Jamie. All right. Now we're just waiting on Colin Sexton to come back from injury. We are slipping a little bit with these injuries. Oh, that was a trade for Jaylen Brown. I saw that could have been interesting. It looks like Zach LaVine's got a little bit of trade value on him. We are third in the conference, but we get to bring back Darius Evans now, which is awesome. Darius Evans can come off the can come back off the bench like he was doing. But we need to take away Drummond's minutes a little bit, give him back to Evans, take away Mookie's minutes, not as many minutes, but take away his minutes, and give them to Darius. All right, and then Colin Sexton's got his minutes back, and we are close to the game. John Wall and Jayshawn Tate for Ashton Riley, no thank you. And we are now first in the Eastern Conference. The boys are playing really well. 22-9 is how we start this season. Wow, we are playing really, really well. Who's dominating for us? It's Zach LaVine with 17 points, then Colin Sexton, then Ashton Riley, who is shooting, what's he shooting from three? He's shooting 53% from the three-point line. Absolutely crazy. Hopefully he's in the three-point contest. Then Jamar Weaver's playing well. Fromm's even playing well. Trey Fuller's almost got a double-double. Mookie in his rookie year, not really scoring a whole lot, but I mean, hey, he's not getting a whole lot of minutes, so he can't really score if he doesn't get a lot of minutes. Neither is Jaden Ivey. Barnes has played a little bit, and he's gotten some points. Andre Drummond doing exactly what we brought him in to do, just get rebounds. All right, we play against the Golden State Warriors in the next episode. Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, James Wiseman, and Josh Richardson, and we get to, hopefully, win this game. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the jerseys, what you thought of the arena, and I hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.